Well, guys, it seems like Naruto is going to be no longer on Toonami. This Sunday night is going to be the last Toonami night with Naruto. And it's going to end with Bakugan battle. Hinata grows bold. Yeah, we didn't even get past the tuning exams. That is very, very sad. And what's even sadder is that this series has never finished on Toonami. At this point, I think they should just get the episodes of the last arc and the filler arcs. That way, they're not having to play the first episode all the way to the end because there's over like 200 episodes. And on top of that, it's kind of sad knowing that they never finished it because Toonami on Cartoon Network kind of ended and they didn't renew the license to Naruto to finish it when they just had 11 episodes left. But of course, we're still getting Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, and then we're getting Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga, which, believe it or not, that season came out in 2025 in January, and they decided to catch up on Blue Exorcist on Toonami. Then we got Mashal, Magic and Muscles. Then we have One Piece, which I just finished Wano, so I'm now on Egghead, which I'm going to start watching in January, actually. Yeah, I'm going to catch up to One Piece, and I'm pretty excited about that. Then we got Don, as what most people call it, or Dan. I like to say Don, though. It seems like they're pretty much going to play this all the way to the season 2 next year, because I'll show you that in a minute. And then we got a replay of Dragon Ball Daima again, which I'm actually fine with that. Show's goated and everything. And now let me show you what they're doing for the last Sunday of 2025. This is gonna be sad. Like, y'all Naruto fans are just out of luck when it comes to Toonami. As you know, there's gonna be a Don sneak peek for season 2. Then they're gonna play the last of few episodes, and then show that a sneak peek yet again. Yeah, I'm fine with this. It's just, it's kind of overdone, because you're just doing a replay of a show that you already played. Now, what I think you should have done is made all of this Naruto. And that way, you could have let Naruto go out with a bang. But no, let's not do that. Let's continue this. And I would have renewed the Naruto license too. I would have done that. I wouldn't care how much it would have cost. Just keep renewing it. Like what you do with One Piece. Because you already do that with One Piece. Why can't you do that with Naruto? I also think you should have Sailor Moon's final season at least and play through that, because Toonami's never played Sailor Moon final season. Sailor Stars, that's what it was called. Sailor Moon Sailor Stars. I thought that was weird too, that they didn't renew that license either. But I understand that they just want to show off these like new anime that is like really popular, like Don Da Don, and I understand you need to finish airing One Punch Man, because you've shown the first 2 seasons, but you haven't shown the third one, which is still airing right now. Then you also have My Hero Academia Season 7 and Season 8. So you still have those. And you still haven't aired the sequel to Batman Ninja. When you aired that, when you used to have movies on Adult Swim Toonami. And sometimes I really think they need to like fix some things. But oh boy, it gets much worse from here. Just you wait. Oh wait. Oh yeah. I also wanted to say this. They're also starting, I think it's at the end of December, maybe the beginning of January next year. They're gonna replace Futurama and King of the Hill with like the 5 a.m. time slots with Dragon Ball Z Kai. I actually don't mind that because I love Dragon Ball Z Kai, but I do see people getting upset at this because they always air Dragon Ball Z Kai for some reason. Like, it used to be their first show that they would show before on like Sunday night. Oh wait, no, Saturday night, yeah. Going into Sunday morning is what it was on Toonami. And they showed an episode of Dragon Ball Z Kai and then an episode of Dragon Ball Super, which made no sense at all because you have to watch all of Dragon Ball Z Kai to understand Dragon Ball Super. But yeah, I actually don't mind this at all, to be honest, as a Dragon Ball fan. But let's see, where is it? Yeah, it's right here. So we got Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War yet again. Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga back again. Natural Magic and Muscles back again. One Piece back again. Probably going to try to finish up on Toonami. I do hope they finish up, like, they show Skypiea, because that's like the one arc that they skipped. Not only that, they skipped all the Funimation dub of the early seasons. So I really think once like One Piece is over and stuff and they're all caught up and everything, they'll move on to get all the way from East Blue all the way to Skypiea. Then you pretty much have watched all of One Piece of Funimation's dub on Toonami. Anyway, we get Dawn to Dawn replay yet again. We aren't showing our second season yet. For some odd reason, we're replaying season 1. Even though we already showed it twice, we're showing it a third time just to milk this thing. Dragon Ball Daima, I'm fine with that, because this is just the second time around. But Dawn to Dawn does not deserve to be here. do season 2 or a new anime. That's all I'm saying. Replace it with Ninja Kamui or something. Then I'm actually really happy about this, even though I really want this anime to get a season 2. Because this is actually one of my favorite anime of all time. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. I wish they would stop, this studio would stop doing Apocalypse Diaries and just make more seasons of this show, because this show is just 10 times better. It's funny. It's enjoyable. If you haven't seen this show, you need to watch it. It's hilarious. But there were... I just really showed it. But here's where things get really sad. They're replacing Naruto with Rick and Morty, the freaking anime. I actually don't mind this. I'm not a hater of the show, actually. I actually enjoy it quite a bit. I actually really love Rick and Morty. It's not my favorite adult show, but I will say it is one of my favorite adult shows. The anime isn't as good as the cartoon, but it's pretty much the same thing. And that's why people hate it, but to me, Rick and Morty is Rick and Morty, and I like it. But I do see a lot of people upset about this. And it's going to be the English dub, of course, not the English sub. I doubt we're ever going to see them do the English sub again. But as you can see, no Dragon Ball Z Kai on Toonami, not on Sunday nights. Oh, it's Sunday mornings. Because we are not doing that. We're only doing that throughout the week. And I'll show you that. See, home movies on Sunday. And once you get done with oral, you get your Dragon Ball Z Kai. I actually don't mind this, but it really sucks that we're probably never going to get the finales to Sailor Moon and the finale to Naruto. Although, I wouldn't mind them just showing off the entire Viz dub of Sailor Moon. And if they can't do that, just do the final season of the Viz dub. Because no other dub did the final season. Just Viz. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about this. Y'all can tell me what you think about it in the comments section below. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one.